الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر.
Hi, I want to thank everyone that came out to say goodbye to our grandpa. My name is Mohammed Faj Faruqi. I'm the youngest, one of the younger grandsons, and we had a lot of people turn out today. It was a blizzard, but still, people wanted to come say goodbye. I want to thank everyone from coming out from Canada, from Europe. You know, we really missed Dada, and he's a big part of all of our lives. That's all I want to say.
Today I have lost my father. Actually, he passed away on January 30th, and it's a shocking for us as a family. We've been here in this country for about 20-some years. He has shown us the path, the values of the family. What's it about, like how the bonding of the family is. And we have about 3 generations already, my children, and there are some grandchildren also. And I have no words to say because it's not easy to accept that your own father passed away, who has given you all the values and has given you the birth and raised you in this world. Most importantly, he has taught us how to live in a very diverse society, which I'm very proud of, and we pass on the same values to our kids. We grew up in a small village in India, in Hyderabad. However, we used to travel for school about 30 to 40 miles every single day. And our parents, my father has never compromised on studies. And most importantly, the morals he has taught us. Living together in harmony, and most importantly, the diverse society we grew up in. So our values of this particular family is extremely I see it different from some of the other families, because all the credit goes to my father and also my mother, who is still alive, and God willingly, hope she stays many years with us, inshallah. So, and I all request you to please pray for us, pray for my father. Thank you very much.
Today is the day I'm very deeply saddened by the sudden demise of my father, who was everything for me. the great man who started his journey in 1928 and Osmania University graduate, and then joined the Indian Railways, who served the Indian Railways with dignity for almost 35-40 years, retired in 1987 with honor. Then back and forth between India and Chicago he was traveling. One bad day on August 23rd, in my residence, he was going upstairs to sleep and he fell down from the stairs, all carpet, but yet he had a head injury where in 4 months no doctor could find out what the injury was. But for 2-3 months he was totally on the bed, but in final stages he just recovered perfectly fine. 1-2 months he was just fine, but one fine day, the day he started the breathing problem and he could not survive. That was the 31st of January that he breathed his last breath, 31st January 2015, that he just could not survive, and that was his last day. He leaves behind a big legacy with 7 children, myself being the 4th in the family, and almost about 22 grandchildren and 6. I'm so thankful to the community in Chicago, irrespective of religion, Hindus and Muslims and Christians. They throng to the mosque, as you have seen, and many of them in the worst weather, when the burial was going on in Rosal Cemetery. It was one of the worst weather situation in Chicago history. All came, the elders, the seniors, the juniors, including many of the veterans from Hyderabad and other cities, including our Consul General of India, Dr. Asaf Saeed, who stayed all the time, stayed with the community and stayed with us. And I'm so thankful here, as well as in Hyderabad. There were so many prayers were conducted. Today itself, I've got calls from 5 different masjids, mosques in Hyderabad, that they all conducted similar program how we have done here in MEC in Morton Grove. And again, this is just the love of my father, who was so nice, so royal to everybody, that never had not one enemy anybody could come that he could claim that he had any enemy. He was just a wonderful person.
Hi, today is February 3rd, 2015, and I am at the Morton Grove Mosque. I came to pay my homage to the departed soul, Iftikhar Sharief Bhai Sab's Papa. And I know we go back long way. When I was a student and was working at the consulate, and almost 19 years ago, when Iftikhar Bhai Sab had prayer, some songs in his basement. So we came home. That was the first time an interaction with Uncle Ji. And Uncle used to work in railways, and my papa has also worked for the railways. They had something common to share about, the railways of southern India and railways of northern India. And then we talked to Mom. After that also I met him on a couple of occasions. I've been to home. And when he met within this accident, we couldn't believe. And I pray to God. First of all, I tell everyone in the family, please take care of Mama, because she will be having a big vacuum than each and every one of us, because they have shared their 65 years of togetherness. It's not easy. So make sure, be with her, spend time with her. And with this I conclude, Mom, we are there for you. Please don't worry. I know we cannot fulfill what he used to be for you, but we will try. And भगवान से प्रार्थना करती हूँ कि जो आत्मा आपके पास आई है उसको सहेज के रखें और परिवार को शक्ति दे कि परिवार इस दुख से उभर सके.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening everyone. It was a very sad moment that Iftikhar Bhai father passed away. I know him for several years. I know this family for several years, and every time I visit him, he asks me things about religion and at the same time dunya. A very kind and humble guy who came from Shamshabad and give a lots of knowledge to the kids to behave in a community. We see biggest example, Iftikhar Bhai, how he behave out there with everyone. That's the biggest example what he left behind in this world. That's the best example I can give. Even we were listening those grandkids, I was almost crying because I know this person personally, how he behave with a small or big person in a family, in a friend circle, or in a community. I want to thank you so much.